Sasuke Uchiha is a fraud.
Nigga, my shorty guy can't follow this, man. This a real nigga.
Nigga got his foot on the line, waiting to overtime. He didn't score, bro. He didn't put up no buckets. Stop calling that man.
His life, Sasuke doesn't win his fights.
Why do we keep on hyping up Sasuke? All he is an aura farmer.
Leave me alone!
Fraudulent, emo, edgy, inconsiderate. All things that have been used to describe someone who I think is the best character in Naruto and one of the best characters in all of anime. And that is Sasuke Uchiha. See, when I hear these things and I hear everyone say that Sasuke is a fraud. I hear that everyone say that Sasuke doesn't understand what he's doing, or Sasuke doesn't know what he's doing, that he's emo, that he's edgy, that he's trying to be cool. I feel like you do yourself a real disservice of understanding Sasuke's character. And I feel like that you are not understanding his character in general. So come with me and let me enlighten you of how Sasuke is a great character and how you have been mischaracterizing him in the Mischaracterization of Sasuke Uchiha. What I intend to do in this video is to convince you, not even to convince you, but to show my love for Sasuke's character and call out the hypocrisy in the Naruto community as a whole. But that's not it. This is a love letter to one of the best characters in anime. And I will stand on that. Now, one of the things I firmly believe is that Sasuke's character is always looked at from the outside and not from a perspective point, not going on the inside of Sasuke's character and seeing what he feels and what he's going through. And it sucks. You're doing a disservice to the character. You're doing a disservice to yourself by being a consumer of the anime and not analyzing a character on that level. I constantly hear the dumbest complaints about Sasuke's character, and truly, none of them are valid. Now, if you dislike a character for the reason of just because, then I can't argue with you. And I guess if that's what you want to believe and that's how you want to go about how you determine whether a character is good or not, then that's just what that says about you. I've scoured the internet to find reasons, and we're gonna go over them. And if you think you have better reasons than any of the people in this video, list them down in the comments and prove me wrong. I hate both of these points. It's almost like Sasuke's family was killed by the person that he trusted the most. So forgive the kid if he's just a little less trusting than Naruto. The kid has PTSD, depression, survivor's guilt, you name it. He arguably goes through the most pain in this show. Tell me that that won't make you quote unquote edgy. He's had everything and he's lost it. Sasuke is mean to people because the last time he had people close to him, his brother killed all of them. So why would he take that risk again? Calling him edgy like it's a personality trait is disingenuous. I already know that if the majority of you went through what Sasuke did, you would end up just like him. This is a kid who watched his entire family die, got up the next day, and went to the academy and still tried to function. That's not edge, that's survival. Calling it a personality flaw is just you not paying attention. Probably the dumbest claim, because we constantly see Sasuke care for his team in OG. He thanks Sakura for being his friend before he leaves the village. And he doesn't kill Naruto in the final valley because that's his friend, no matter what he says. He's just in denial. Now, of course, he has tried to kill both of them. Sakura and Naruto in Shippuden, and Sakura twice, technically. And I can't really excuse the first time, but Sasuke was in distress and losing his mind the second time, and to be fair, Team 7 was in the way. He had a goal, and they were in the way of it. There are too many instances to give to show that Sasuke cares about his team, but he's on a different path of life. Sasuke has almost died to save Naruto and Sakura multiple times against Gaara, Orochimaru, Haku, and many more. Now listen, before I continue, I will not act like Sasuke is not a criminal, and I will not excuse his actions, but I will say that he is the most human character. Everyone wants to pretend that they have a moral high ground above what Sasuke is doing, but everyone wants to think that. Sasuke is the reality of what everyone would do, or majority of people, right? Here's something I want you to keep in mind before I move on to the next thing. When Itachi does terrible things with intentions that he thinks are good, community calls it love. When Sasuke does something similar, believing in something and acting on something based on what he believes is right, suddenly his intentions don't matter. Remember that. We're going to come back to it. This is one of those claims that actually make me laugh, and it tells me immediately that you don't watch the show. Sasuke went 4-0 against the new Team 7, he beat Danzo, he gave the Raikage, which is one of the fastest characters in the show at the time, problems with his intellect alone. The losses people point to: Madara, who is practically a god, Killer Bee, who is the only perfect Jinchuriki at the time of the show, and Rock Lee, who at that point, even Naruto couldn't be without the Nine Tails. Those aren't fraud losses, those are high tier losses. He beats Danzo and Deidara and takes advantage of Orochimaru being sick, and to be honest, even though he lost to Itachi, he made a lot of high IQ plays, showing that he can match with someone of that level. He's able to best the Raikage and the ones with his intellect, even with his unfathomable speed. People say that he should have died against Deidara's suicide bomb, like Sasuke just got lucky, but he didn't. He read that entire fight, he recognized the earth nature of the explosives, and he used Manda as a shield. That's not plot armor, that's a genius level decision made from a high tier ninja against an S rank Akatsuki member. But we don't talk about that. We just like to watch fights on the surface level and give an analysis on the surface level. Let's talk about one of the things that plagues this community the most: hypocrisy. The community loves Itachi, and I get it, I love Itachi too. But let's stop calling him a hero. Itachi was a child forced to choose between his family and the entire Leaf Village. I will always commend him for even being able to make that decision, because I don't think honestly most of us could. But that's not heroism, that's tragedy. Now, here's what bothers me the most. When Sasuke makes devastating decisions based on what he believes is right, he's evil. When Itachi does the same exact thing, he's beloved. Both of these brothers were doing was right under impossible pressure. The difference is that the community decided to love one and hate the other. And what's crazy is Itachi is literally the reason that Sasuke is the way that he is. I love both of the brothers. Their relationship is so terrible, but that's what makes it good. Itachi was the golden kid that Sasuke had to live up to. Their father neglected Sasuke and praised Itachi. Sasuke heard all about Itachi. Sasuke looked up to Itachi, trusted him, and loved Itachi the most. And he betrayed that trust, severed that admiration, and gave Sasuke someone to hate. He constantly tortured when he was there and even when he wasn't there. He traumatized his little brother. He left him with nothing but hate. Anytime they would see each other, it would end in battle scars and even more trauma. Itachi was a terrible brother and a terrible person, but he's so beloved by the community, but the community will hate Sasuke's decision like it wasn't Itachi who was the core factor of him making those decisions. Here's something that people will never talk about. Sasuke never truly made a free decision in his entire life before Boruto. Every major choice he's made has been based on someone else's agenda. Itachi gave him the hate as a purpose. Orochimaru's goons showed up the exact moment that he almost chose differently. Obito manipulated him the second Itachi died. Sasuke never got a moment to just be Sasuke and decide for himself. Sasuke has always had that lack of choice after the death of his family. Itachi forced Sasuke to watch it so many times that Sasuke fainted and he told him to hate him, and he did just that. Sasuke grows up to be a preteen and meets Itachi again, and Itachi breaks his arm, he gut punches him, and makes him watch his family die over and over again, with a jutsu that can even put someone like Kakashi down. So imagine that jutsu being used on an elementary kid and then on a preteen. That is scarring and very clearly gives Sasuke PTSD. Then with the decision of leaving the Hidden Leaf Village, Sasuke was considering staying in the village after Kakashi relates to him, but then suddenly the Sound Five beat him up and use his thirst for power against him. Orochimaru's goons, by the way. After Itachi's death, Obito manipulates him to join the Akatsuki and forward their mission of Project Tsukinomi. This brings us to what I think is the most misunderstood part of Sasuke's arc, his conclusion. His false conclusion was to be similar to his brother, but on a bigger scale. Kill all the 5 Kage, kill all the 9 Jinchuriki, all the powers that have caused a war in some sort of way. Whether it's people in power or the power of the Jinchuriki that give any kind of military advantage. Everything that separates the 5 nations is now dead and gone, and they have one common objective: the person that destroyed all of the things that they were fighting in the first place, Sasuke himself. Now everyone constantly says that this plan doesn't make sense, but that's only because Sasuke says that he wants to be Hokage, and all the other information just goes out the window. I can completely admit that I hated the idea of Hokage for Sasuke, because that's never been Sasuke's motivation ever. It was truly left field, and I can completely agree, but let's not act like this plan is stupid. Eliminate all the powers that influence war against each other and become the power that unites the people. It worked in Code Geass, so why wouldn't it work here? That's how I see it. But then you see other media like Attack on Titan that a plan like that just might not work. There are obvious flaws. The plan completely depends on the people. But first, he has to cut down the only person who can stop him, his one and only friend. The only person that can understand his struggle, his pain, and even his motivations. Naruto could have become Sasuke at any moment, especially as a teenager. Naruto stops Sasuke, and Sasuke comes to the conclusion that he has to change himself. He barely knows who he is. He only knows what he thinks he has the responsibility to do. That's why he has to journey the world. He owes that to himself. This is the first decision he makes that isn't dependent on someone other than himself. He's not doing this for his big brother, not for the world, not for anyone but himself, and the people he would affect, i.e. his daughter and his wife. For the first time in his entire life, Sasuke has made a decision for himself. That's not a villain ending. That's a human being finally finding themselves. That's my GOAT Sasuke.
Perfect.
It is currently 3 a.m. in the morning, and I am finishing this video up. I'm putting the final touches on. All I have to do is make a thumbnail and things of that sort. I want to say that if you got to this point, and even if you clicked on this video and maybe you skipped through, things of that nature, I thank you for the view. You took time out of your day, even though if it's just 15 minutes in this video, even if it's just 2 minutes, 3 minutes, it's still time that you took out your day to even pay attention to what I'm doing, and I appreciate that. I'm never gonna take that for granted. I know the next thing I want to do is a Spider-Man video, and I do want to keep doing videos like the Ninja Turtle video I did maybe 6 or 7 months ago. But yeah, thank you for watching. I mean, that's the biggest thing I can say. I want to earn that like and subscribe, so I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe yet. I'm gonna drop a couple more videos, a couple more quality videos before I get that like and subscribe, or even ask for it, I don't want y'all to waste your time. The next video easily is going to be a Spider-Man video. In the next 2 weeks, I will be trying to film Monday and just try to get everything out as much as I can. But trust me, there will be videos like the Ninja Turtles videos. That funny commentary. I also want to come from a funny perspective too, but I do want to come from an analyzation perspective. I think media is made to be analyzed. So, That's really it, man. Shout out to my niggas in the Mizurai village. Shout out my nigga Jay. Please go check out my dog Jay if you like Shinobi Striker content. I heard he was gonna do some gaming content too. Shout out my nigga Afro Panda God, Big A, Big P, Big God. Damn. Yo, shout out to Sage's Reign. This is one of my core inspirations for this video. I'm going to link his video in the description. Shout out to him. He has done such a great analyzation of Sasuke's character, and I kind of touch up on some of the points that he touches on. And when I first seen his video, I just felt so like, I don't know, I felt so understood on how I felt about this character. And that's really it, man. Shout out to all of y'all, bro. Thank you. Y'all are constant inspirations for me every day. Yeah, check out my boy Afro Panda God. Check out my boy Imizu J. Had to remember your YouTube name. I'll only call you J. Check out my boy Afro Panda God, Imizu J. Check out Sage's Reign video, and I am out.